Hey folks, something a little bit different today. We are having a look at the result of the game jam that we ran on Discord. So it's been a little bit of a Christmas event, everybody collaborating together, building a single game. It's not super polished or finished, of course, because we only did it in 2 weeks. That's kind of the point of a game jam, that they're short, concise sprints. But everybody has something now that they can be really proud of, and they've really contributed to the community. It was a real participatory kind of event. Everybody was working towards this brief. And I'll get more into that in just a moment. We're also going to be having a look at the prizes, because there of course got to be prizes with a big competition like this. So we've got prizes for participation, just everybody gets a little thank you. And we also have prizes for the 3 most prolific contributors, the 3 who had the highest number of assets put in. And then we also have 2 random prize draws. We have one for a little send nodes hoodie, little joke on the proceduralism. And we also have one which is to win a looking glass portrait. If you've been on the channel for a little while, you'll know that I've got one of these and I love it. And it's just such an interesting way to create media, and it literally adds a new dimension to your renders, as it's a hologram. There we go. If you're interested in the portrait, check down in the description, because there is a $40 off link if you would like to purchase one for yourself. All right, let's get into the meat of this video. What actually is a game jam? So a game jam is when a bunch of developers and artists and musicians, they all get together and they have essentially a sprint to workshop a game prototype. This is usually done, well, pre-COVID, I suppose it's usually done in person, but considering that everybody is, in all sorts of time zones, it's quite difficult to kind of schedule it. So normally you would do these in 48 or 72 hours over a weekend. And for us this time, it's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more of a community event. So we ran it over 2 weeks just on Discord. The theme of the game was chosen by the community, and all of the assets were designed by the community. So it really is a community effort. I'm really proud of everybody for jumping in and getting engaged, getting involved with the process. Now the game itself, I have the game loaded up in the background so you can see what's going on and you can hear the wonderful music made by Purrs and Nefarious. The brief we came up with was to create some kind of heist simulator in which you play a mouse stealing items from a human house. And the game is rather imaginatively called Mice Heist. Now every protagonist needs an antagonist, so the game also has a cat which will hunt you if it sees you, and the goal of the game is to steal all of the items on your little list that will get automatically generated each time you load in, and you must do so before the cat catches you. To me, the game aspect itself was kind of secondary in importance. Now, of course, it's a game, and that's the media that we chose to explore this process. But to me, the important thing is getting to kind of showcase everybody's work and allow everybody to be exposed to this workflow where you're creating assets for something, for a project, which isn't necessarily your own personal project. Now, it must be said that Brian from Looking Glass volunteered himself as the main Unreal developer, and I honestly cannot thank him enough. He has essentially facilitated this whole game coming together. So it's just a colossal amount of work that he's done to make sure everything's gone in nice and smoothly. So he's done everything from importing people's assets into the game engine, managing the game itself with its UI and bits of AI that needed doing, and just all of those things, all of the behind the scenes developer stuff he wrapped together. We had a few other bits of help from people like Christoph, so huge thanks to everybody who got involved with helping on the development side, and of course the artists who were farming their work into the engine. Now, to the best of my knowledge, with the exception of maybe the cat mesh, everything else in the game was either made for specifically or upcycled for the project. So we had just over 100 assets, I think, maybe 110, 120, something like that. So a good amount of work, a good bulk of work actually went into this project, specifically this project. Now, I've made the game available on itch.io, so there is a link down below if you would like to download it and have a play, share it with your friends, see what you think. Let us know what you think as well. Be sure as well, when you open it, check out the credits page on the main menu, because you'll see everybody's name listed with the assets that they've made and links to their social media. Now for prizes. So everybody who participated, as a thank you, will be receiving 2 stickers. You'll get a little UV space sticker Just a simple UV area. As well as one of our little, there we go, the Arendelle XYZ marbles. Little sticker pack coming to everybody. And then the top 3 contributors by volume of assets will be receiving Blender socks, just part of the Blender merch. Everybody loves these. They're like UV unwrap, UV grid socks. One random participant should be getting a Send Nodes hoodie, and another random participant will be getting a Looking Glass portrait. So if you don't know too much about these, I will link to my video up in the top right of the video. You'll get a little card up there. I made a video about directly taking images 3D from Blender using the Looking Glass add-on. So you can do that. You can have, you know, pretty much live display. It takes maybe a second or something just to update to the Looking Glass as you're going through if you're doing it in solid view. So that's a really fun way of working. You can also do this with Unity, with Unreal. There's just so many things actually. There's like WebJS as well. So you have loads of flexibility when playing with your Looking Glass. So I'm really grateful to Looking Glass for sponsoring this event and giving somebody in our community the opportunity to get one of these tools, because they really are incredible. They really open your eyes to this third dimension of your render capacity, which obviously as 3D artists should come quite naturally. All right, so everybody's going to get a sticker. Let's talk about the 3 most prolific artists. We have Julia, who put in 7 assets. Huge thank you and well done. JKR, who put in 11 assets, and I know you'd have done a lot more. You put your name on a bunch on the Trello. And finally, we have Dropped Beat, who came in with 16 assets. So that's loads. That's so many. A huge thank you and well done to you 3. I'll be sorting out your delivery of Blender socks. Now then, we need to get on to our random selection. So in the spirit of fairness, the way that we are going to be doing this prize draw is with a random name picker. And all that's happened is I have gone ahead and put in everybody's name. And I've put them in once just so that everybody gets the equal chance of winning. So first of all, we're going to be selecting the name for the Send Nodes hoodie. So let's go for the hoodie. Here we go. Ah, Luke, well done, man. Congratulations. You'll be getting a Send Nodes hoodie sent your way. I'll be in touch with you about the sizes and things like that. Let's go back up here. We're going to shuffle again. And this time we're picking the name for the Looking Glass portrait. Hey, Super Secret Goblin Prince, congratulations. You will be getting yourself your very own Looking Glass portrait holographic display. Congratulations. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much for getting engaged and involved with this Game Jam project. I'm thinking that we should probably run these every 6 months. Ideally, I'd really like to do one over the summer where there's maybe more people who have a little bit more availability, school holidays and things like that. So it'd be really good if we can do one in maybe July, as well as our December one just before Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed this little tangent, this little look into the community side of things. Do check out the game, linked down below in the description if you are interested in having a little play. And of course, I hope you're having a great festive season, and I will see you after Christmas.